Good afternoon. Welcome to another episode of From the Shore, the vlog portion of our lovely addition to the Skaneateles journal. I'm reporter Christopher Malone.
And I'm editor Jonathan Monfiletto, and we're coming to you live from Tell us, Chris.
Gilda's. No, actually, we designed the studio in our office to look like an Italian restaurant.
I wish we could do that.
Yeah,
Complete with the Italian food.
Complete with the Italian food, small plates and everything. So yes, they were kind of. Peter was very kind of him to let us use the restaurant for our little live on location segment. So I'm very happy to be here.
Yeah, that was because you did a story on them
Yes.
2 or 3 weeks ago. So talk about what you learned and talk about the experience here.
What I learned is this is the only small plates restaurant in Skaneateles and Marcellus areas, and it's a great little addition. They have pizzas. They have little I can't think of the name of it, but the little risotto rice balls fried up and meatballs. Their meatballs are to die for. And the first time I came in here, I had their meatball pizza, and it was just fantastic.
That sounds pretty amazing.
The beauty of social media, I saw the picture on Instagram and the menu, and I had to come in and just check it out. It was definitely worth it.
And then, of course, after you wrote that story, you followed it up with what I thought was a pretty neat column on what you called your relationship with Gilda's.
Yes.
You kind of personified Gilda as this like Italian grandmother figure. And, talk about that a little bit.
Yeah. Personified Gilda is a little bit of course, an older woman or date or what have you. But when you kind of find a nice restaurant or a place that you are used to going to, I can't talk today. You feel like you're almost cheating if you go to a different place or another restaurant. And right across the street, of course, is Blue Water Grill, and of course, right in eyesight, this restaurant's looking right at it. So you go in there, like, where are you going? Why didn't you come here instead? So
that's actually a great segue. I don't think you even planned that, because actually on the front page of our paper this week is Daniel Torino. He is from Marietta. He's a carpenter and cabinet maker, and he actually just built and designed and installed actually a new bar over at Blue Water. I talked to him a couple weeks ago, and he also did the bar for the Blue Goose before that opened. And Dan Reardon called him up and said, hey, how about doing one for the Blue Water? They wanted to kind of do a little renovation. So he and his crew were out last week putting it in and helping with the renovations. And I actually just went to Blue Water with my mom for my birthday a couple of weeks ago. So I haven't been back to see how the new bar looks. I got to see it in his shop. But it looks pretty neat in the shop.
What did you get for your birthday?
What did I get? That's a good question. I have forgotten already. Oh, I know what I got. It was a lobster club sandwich or some kind of lobster. I remember that because I had a similar thing in New England on my honeymoon and loved the taste of it then, and saw that in the menu, so I gotta have it. Gotta try that. If you've ever been to New England, you know the food is great. If you haven't, you should go and get your way through New England. Or hey, just go across the street to the Blue Water. Lots of fine restaurants in Skaneateles.
A lot of restaurants get their seafood from the Boston, New England area, and including one of those is the Sherwood, of course. This restaurant's part of the family, and the Sherwood, I got to speak to Chef Dan Hudson, which is a piece coming up, and about his experience in the food industry, how he came from California, went to SU, went for hospitality, and he kind of got involved in high school with working at Phoebe's, which is another restaurant of the whole dining experience, and made his way to the Sherwood, and the seafood that they use is from Boston as well.
And kind of a theme this week as we were walking from the parking lot out to here at Gilda's is that it's summertime in Skaneateles. It's official, and I can tell you from first-hand experience, it became official Tuesday when the Judge Ben Wiles left its winter hibernation area, so to speak, in Borodino, cruise up the lake to its dock in Cliff Park. I got to talk to Sarah Wiles and even her brother Peter Wiles, and they both agreed that a lot of the locals around here say, you know what summer in Skaneateles when the Judge Ben Wiles at his dock, and that was a cool story to cover. The the Wild family just has a rich tradition in Skaneateles. I mean, their father started the company. This is their 47th season, and Sarah and Peter, their siblings, still run the company. Everything from Sarah does the marketing, and her sister Hattie Beck Anderson pilots the boat. Just a neat family, a neat company, and I mean, obviously, Skaneateles Lake is what Skaneateles is all about, and it's neat to always see the judge cruising up and down the lake and even getting a chance to ride it. I know we talked about it before, but we get the chance to do that this summer.
I know.
It's a lot of fun, and that'll be coming out in next week's paper. And also I covered the State Street musical, the 5th grade musical. That wasn't the game. We've talked about what a great job the high school drama program does with their top-notch productions. And this is kind of where it all starts with those 5th graders. So they put on a little pirate-themed musical on Tuesday, so that was really cool. What do you have coming up this week?
Coming up this week, on Monday is the Marcellus budget vote. So get out, vote.
No, it's May 19th.
May 19th. I'm getting ahead of myself.
I think you mean the
hearing.
The HUD hearing. There you go. Yeah, I gotta set my new guy straight every now and then.
I'm just so excited. I'm just so excited to write and cover things. It just gets the best of me sometimes. I'm jumping ahead. Yes, in order for the May 19th vote to happen, they are going to have the hearing next week at the Marcellus High School at 7 p.m. So be sure to show up and go. Also, DWI Skaneateles is having it at Austin Park, I think. Yes, Austin Park in the morning of Tuesday. So that will be a nice little eye-opener for students with prom and ball season occurring.
Yeah, let's see, what do I have going on next week? Well, there's actually a young man that I'll be hopefully interviewing next week, Garrett Krieger. He was actually on a hockey team that went to Europe. I don't remember where specifically, and actually came home with a gold medal. Won the tournament they were in. So he and his family are back in the States, and I'm going to talk to him next week. And that's what we'll be covering. So,
and I have a story coming up about a silver medalist in art. Abby Van Camp of Marcellus, she won a Scholastic Gold Key Award, which qualified her to move on. And when she moved on to the Scholastic level, the national level, she won a silver medal. And she'll be getting recognized in June at Carnegie Hall.
And I shouldn't have failed to mention another story that I covered earlier this morning. Among the big news of the day, as well as it being summertime in Skaneateles, that Bird and Dairy now has a second location in Skaneateles. They of course have the store right up here, and I'm kind of pointing, and I know you guys watching the video, the pointing doesn't really do anything for you. They have the store there on Jordan Street, and they just opened up a store with a gas station down on East Tennessee Street toward the east end of the village. Talked to Mark Bird, he was there, obviously delighted to see the traffic coming in already, and he said it'll be great that, there's of course the Red Apple on the west end of town, and now there's going to be the Bird Dairy at the east end of town for anybody on either end that needs to get gas or some groceries or pop in for a drink or a coffee. So that'll be in next week's paper too. So, and as I always say, check us out at Skaneatelesjournal.com, and if you're watching the video, you're already there. Yeah, I think that's all we got for this week.
I just want to look at the nice weather behind us.
Yeah, it is a beautiful day out. Finally, I know we've been waiting for it for a long time. This has been a gorgeous week. It's going to be a gorgeous weekend, and hope you guys get out and enjoy it.
Mother's Day this weekend.
Oh, how do we forget Mother's Day? What do you have planned in that regard?
I don't know. Spending time with Mom.
That's good. That's always good. Yeah, we'll be. My wife and I will visit my mom tomorrow, Saturday, and then spend Sunday with her mom. So, because when you get married, you have a mom and a mother-in-law. So
exactly.
Both are incredible blessings. So it'll be great to see both of them. So
I just have my mom's. Easy right now.
It's easy. Yeah, well, that'll be great. So happy Mother's Day, of course, to all the mothers out there, especially our own that are watching. And that's about all we got for this week.
And also, if you're out about town tonight, stop in here. What do they have on the menu? Garlic aged mozzarella pizza with ricotta, wild grapes, zucchini, summer squash, roasted red peppers, portobello mushrooms, and finished with a balsamic reduction. Wow. Now, how does that not sound good?
My stomach is just grumbling thinking about that. That sounds pretty good. And I think it's all local ingredients.
Yes.
story. So
Local
that's,
ingredients.
I mean, so come out and get yourself a pizza and support the local producers.
It's the season now, so everything is just
Of
coming.
course. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, as we always say, follow us on Twitter at Scan_Monfiletto.
And Scan_Malone.
All right, thanks for watching. Have a great weekend. Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day.